Hey, 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 long time no see. Welcome back to another speed build. I took a little break during the holidays. One of it was because I was traveling and I can't really record when I'm not at home or at like my computer. So I like pre-recorded a little bit. So I was actually gone for like a good like 3 weeks, but I had enough videos to at least post like a whole extra week. So that was really good. But then I came back to New York and just like was chilling for a while and I just like kept trying to make videos and just couldn't. But I think I'm gonna get back into it now because I actually really do enjoy making videos. Like as I'm recording this, I'm like feeling better about it. So I guess I just had to make something that I could then record and like do a voiceover because now I feel better about it. And I think now that I'm gonna be starting up on it again, I'll be consistent again. Life has gotten pretty busy outside of YouTube. If you guys didn't know, outside of YouTube, outside this channel, I worked in film production, and just like some stuff have happened recently that's gonna take a lot of my time. So maybe I won't be as consistent as I was. My goal is to still do at least like 1 or 2 videos a week. Hopefully, keep up with the three. But I can't promise that now. So I think at some point I want to talk about the stuff that's been happening because it's really exciting for me. But I also don't think a lot of people are that interested. So let me know if you guys are interested in hearing about some of like the film stuff I'm been working on slash like happened. We had some really big announcements on some independent projects I've been on that are super exciting, and I would love to share them, but I want to gauge interest first because it is not sim related. But I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday or a restful break if you don't celebrate, but at least like I hope you had time off. And if you didn't have time off, I hope work was okay. And now to talk about the build. So this is a base game suburban house. I don't think I've actually ever built anything just base game before. So this was a challenge. Even like the inside, I just don't like. The outside's supposed to be boring. This is supposed to be a lot. This is like a suburban house that you would find where I'm originally from. I'm from Michigan. So this is kind of like that kind of house. So it's very basic blue suburban. I know there's a big meme about that because of another YouTuber, which everyone knows, but Lil Simsy, she always builds blue suburbans. I'm like, I've never built a base game house, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna build just a base game house. I'm gonna try my best. It was hard. I have so much respect for people who do super impressive base game homes now because I'm like, oh, I just wanted to use other packs. I was like, no, it has to be base game. So yeah, it's a 2 bedroom, 1 bath. There's one bathroom upstairs, 2 bedrooms upstairs, and then there's just like an open floor plan on the first floor. And yeah, it's just like the furniture is what got me. I think like the exterior wasn't too hard, I really that much, but the like furniture, there's just not a whole lot of options. They're not great colors. Everything just like looks a little boring, but maybe that's just me and like they aren't actually that boring, and I'm just a little bit spoiled by having a decent amount of packs and also for using custom content all the time. But I mean, I'm pretty happy with how it turns out. It's like very like what I wanted. It's a very like suburban, boring, not a whole lot happening. It has a driveway. I put a garage there, which I wish I could have used the city living garage, but I end up just using like a different color of the siding to make a garage. Also, I don't know why this fence does not have a good matching gate that's just white. Like now, I mean, the blue works because I'm building a blue suburban, but I was like, why doesn't that have a matching one? And that's just like kind of crazy. What was really nice about like only building base game is I think it did help me get into building again after taking a little bit of a break because it's not overwhelming. Like you only have a certain amount of options, so you really just have to like rely on those options. Because I feel like when you have a bunch of packs and custom content, you can get really overwhelmed, and I think that's what was happening for me a lot. So I think I was getting overwhelmed, which is weird. Like, why am I getting overwhelmed on building? That's like a little extra. But yeah, it definitely got me into building again. So I'm excited to start some new projects. I want to make a haunted house for because on my like legacy that I'm playing like by myself, which I did play over break because I love playing and it's just like fun. And I'm glad that I'm like a good like 8 generations in and I'm still really enjoying it, and I'm excited for the next generation because I'm gonna make them. I mean, they're already a spellcaster right now, but they're a high schooler, but they're gonna be a paranormal person. So I'm excited to like play with haunted houses in gameplay. And a couple little bit ago, I did a playing with a paranormal pack for the first time, and I didn't really enjoy it that much. But I'm curious if like I have a little bit more of a story with it and was like a legacy with it. I think it'd be a lot more fun. So that's what I'm gonna do. Privately, I've been thinking about maybe making a YouTube video about it. And I'm like, let me get your guys' thoughts on that, because I was thinking about possibly using my like own personal legacy and just for this one generation, like bring it into the YouTube world. And I think that I don't know, I think it could be fun. And I have a lot of fun with it, and also like there's a lot of lore in that world that I can talk about. Maybe not be able to show you, but I can talk about. So I thought I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about like starting a quote unquote legacy, but like 8 generations in. But it's a fun world and it's cool stuff. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Oh, I'm out of practice on these voiceovers, but yeah, right now we're working on the kitchen, so it's just brown and white. I wanted to add a dishwasher. I could not fit a dishwasher, but I think I like that the kitchen is a little different than what I usually did. I did like a small island. It doesn't really make sense if you think about it. I feel like islands usually want to face like the inside of the house, but just like with the way the floor plan turned out, this like worked out, and I wanted to have some kind of island. Otherwise, it would have just been like what are they called? Where it's just like a hallway that has the kitchen, it has galley kitchen. It would have just been a galley kitchen. But yeah, everything's blue, a lot of blue. I tried bringing in some other colors, and of course, the other color I bring in is white, which I guess you could argue is not a color. But yeah, there's white. It's basically like blue, brown, tan, black, and white. And that's basically like the only like not alarming colors that are in the base game. All the other ones are like, I mean, red is a pretty decent color, but like there's a lot of like weird purple and like some other stuff. But yeah, just a very like traditional home. I did put like one or two like more nicer pieces of furniture, like that corner chair. But everything else is like pretty like what you would find in any home. I also really struggle. I didn't struggle. I just was not having the best time with anything in his house, because base game is hard. Again, I'm gonna like reiterate this a million times. Applaud to people who build impressive builds in base game. I know a lot of people use tool mod and stuff right now to really like make like build things from scratch, like build furniture pieces from scratch from like other pieces, and that really works really well. But also I think the tool mod is broken, or like the game is broken and it's making the tool mod more broken. Apparently like the tool mod may have accidentally like corrupted some people's files. So I'm not going to try that. Also, I've never played the tool mod. It kind of terrifies me. I once downloaded it and like played with it a little bit, and it's really not that difficult, but I was just like, I don't know if this is something I want to dive into, because it could also be something that I like dive into and then like never want to not use, and I don't want to get stuck in that world, even though it seems cool. So maybe someday I will dive into the tool mod a little bit more. But I just put a lot of plants everywhere for decoration. Just tried to make things a little bit more interesting. But yeah, I mean, like my motto is that if you don't know what to put somewhere, just put a plant there. And I think it looks good. I like it. The house is good. It's not too expensive, I don't think. At the end, we'll check when we go in first person mode. We'll check how expensive it is. It's definitely not a base game home. Definitely not a base game home. I used some more expensive appliances. Didn't really like watch the price at all. Maybe sometime I'll do a base game starter home. Did I say it's not a base game home? It is a base game home. It's not a starter home. It's definitely not a starter home. It's a lot more expensive. Also, something I'm not sure is super common, and this actually is like, I've been to homes that are like this where the only bathroom is upstairs, which is a little random, but yeah, the only bathroom here is upstairs. So if you have guests over, you're gonna have to send them upstairs to the bathroom. But I don't think that's super abnormal in like smaller, like a little bit older suburban style homes, like houses that were like built in like the like 80s 90s. I think a lot of those could have bathrooms only upstairs, because sometimes you can only afford to put in one bathroom, and I think it's smarter to put the bathroom next to the bedrooms than downstairs. What actually gave me the idea for this home, which is why like it's like kind of a boring shape, is I actually looked on Zillow in my hometown, like some houses there, and just was like, what do they look like? And that one, though, it's like the same shape as this one, but that one was able to fit like 3, 4 bedrooms, and this one I was only able to fit 2. And even then, like the bedrooms are pretty small. But yeah, if this is based off like a real house, I would show the picture, but then that will give away where my hometown is, and I don't want to do that. So, because you can like reverse image search or something. I don't know. It's how Google works. So yeah, I'm getting a little bit closer to the end of this video. Right now I'm just working on adding some a little bit more details, and then we're gonna move into the garage. And in the garage I end up adding, I just add some like skill building stuff. So I think there's like a gym equipment, there is I think I put a workbench and then also an easel, and then like some of the like easel like painting items, just to maybe the person who lives there is an artist and they use the garage as an art studio, and they can also like whittle things. But and then after that I just move on to the landscaping. But I think since we're getting near the end of this speed build portion, we can jump into first person mode. All right, so on the gallery, this is just called base game suburban. I actually don't think I've really ever talked about it. Like my player ID is Aidan Herb. It's only 60K, so actually it is kind of expensive for how much you get, because it's only a 2-bed, 1-bath. So maybe this is more of a pricier home, but that's okay. So yeah, and it's on the Potter's Splay lot. All right, here's that base game suburban. That tree is definitely in the way of the whole house, but it's for the privacy. So coming up, we have this cute little walkway with a tree up front, a little garden in the front, and then on the front porch, we actually have a little table in the corner, and then a bench, and then a little potted plant. And then going in, we have the entryway, which just has a coat hanger, a mat. We have the stairs going up. And then right this way, we have the living space, which has a good-sized living room. You can see a decent amount of people in here, a decent-sized dining table, and then the like interesting shaped kitchen. I'm really happy with how this area looks. I think that corkboard looks nice, and the bookshelf. And then moving back to upstairs, we have a little seating area up here that you can maybe grab a book and read. Down the hall, we have the bathroom, which is just very blue, lots of natural light. I would love to have this bathroom. My bathroom in New York does not have any windows. This one has 2, so you have plenty of natural light. And then here is the primary bedroom, which is just brown, a little bit green. Pretty basic primary bedroom. It is only base game. Just a reminder, this build is base game only. This is the children's bedroom, which is a little bit more colorful, still brown and green. Has a little art table, some toys over here, a little lunchbox that they can bring to school with them, some more toy chests. And if you go back downstairs, there is a tiny back porch out by the kitchen. And then if you go down these stairs, you have outside seating and a low grill and some gardening space and some more landscaping, pretty basic landscaping. Didn't want to overwhelm everything. And then if you go through this way into the garage where we have the fire alarm thing, this will activate sprinklers if you accidentally set a fire in your house. There's also a fire alarm right next in the kitchen too. And here we have a little like skill building. So we have like a table, a work table, an easel for some painting like extra stuff, and then also a lifting machine. But yeah, that's the end of the video. I'm happy to be back, so thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.